now I believe ma'am is about to join, share join. Check ma'am has joined. Check ma'am has joined. I believe ma'am has joined. So I would.
Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Ma'am, thanks for sparing time, your valuable, precious time for us. Thank you so much. Now, may I request Professor Dr. Pallavi Gupta, ma'am, to felicitate ma'am with a virtual bouquet. And this is the real use of technology. May I request Pallavi, ma'am? Again, we are confronting with some technical glitch, I believe. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Now, may I request our chief guest of the inaugural session, the Honorable Vice Chancellor, Himachal Pradesh National Law University, Professor Dr. Preeti Saxena, ma'am, to shower us with words of wisdom. May I request you, ma'am?
Thank you, Dr. Prashant Pandeyji. Good morning to each one of you, distinguished experts, resource persons, esteemed colleagues, scholars, of course, thought leaders, and dear participants. It gives me immense pleasure to address the inaugural session of this faculty development program. And I congratulate the organizers for inviting me to explore on one of the most transformative and urgent intersection of our time, that is law, artificial intelligence, and the digital society. So I congratulate especially Dr. Pallavi and the team, James, who has organized this FDP, because this program comes at a time when the intersection of technology and law is reshaping. Reshaping what? Reshaping every aspect of our lives. Artificial intelligence, once it was considered to be a futuristic concept, it is now embedded in our legal system. And not only legal system, but in our governance, it is in our mechanism, it is in business operations, and how justice is to be administered. So entire field, I can say, is taken up by the AI. And we are living through the era that is marked by a rapid technological evolution, one that is redefining not only how we live, how we work, but also how we are being governed, how we are being regulated. And then, by virtue of the use of this AI, it is also very important that how we are going to uphold the rule of law, because it is a matter of artificial intelligence, its intersection with law. So we have to be very, very careful on how we have to uphold the rule of law. As we know that artificial intelligence, once it was confined to the realm of the speculative fiction or academic experimentation, but now every field, whatever we can say, that is the innovation, the government models, and the dispute resolution mechanism. You must have heard about the ADR. Now we are hearing of the ODR, online dispute resolution mechanism. So this entire field is being captured now by the artificial intelligence, by technology, and as a law teachers and as law practitioners also. we find ourselves somewhere that what we should do in this type of the digital revolution, because a revolution is something like that, which is holding the entire field, and that revolution demands new legal framework, it demands our ethical insights, and of course it demands the critical pedagogical responses. And I hope that this faculty development program is an earnest attempt to engage with the profound questions that may arise when the law meets the technology. And the very question is that how do we regulate the AI system? Because this is one of the very important factor, because of the AI, the functioning is opaque, the functioning is autonomous, and the functioning is transnational. So we need to regulate the AI system. This is one. And secondly, the legal principles which are being applied. So we need to make the algorithm, because artificial intelligence, of course, it is artificial, but to make it artificial, the human mind is there. Now the question is that what legal principles will apply when this algorithms makes the decisions? For example, if a decision is to be made on whether the bail is to be granted or not, so what type of the algorithm is required? This is one of the question. This is not only regarding the bail, but there are so many things. Similarly, if we use the AI, then how do we ensure the fairness? How can we ensure the accountability? And of course, how can we ensure the human dignity in a digital society? So this is another very important question which needs proper consideration in this FDP. And these are the questions which are increasingly driven by the data, the code, the algorithms, and these are all made by the human beings. So the question is that uh, what should we do at this time? Because these are the questions which are not just technical, but these are the theoretical questions. And in these theoretical questions, what should we do? Because they are deeply human, they are normative ones, and they lie in the very heart of the legal inquiry. And here we need to discuss the role of this AI, artificial intelligence, or this era of artificial
Sound of the
intelligence,
waves on the tides
and
flow.
the increasing deployment of AI across sectors, we know, from finance to healthcare, policing to surveillance, and it is all open new frontiers. New frontiers for what? New frontiers for the entire society, the digital society, the persons who are using these digital methods, the persons who are using the technology, because it is something which we can say is opening the new frontiers, and it has also brought forth some complex challenges for the legal system also. And these systems includes the issue of the privacy. Everybody is talking about what would be happening of the right to privacy. We have the Data Protection Act. So even though we have the DPDP Act, but there are algorithmic biases. The rule for Rumi may be different, but the rule for the Reena may be different. Their Ali is different and Ellen is different. So this algorithmic biases will continue. And this shows the lack of transparency in the automated decision making. And it is also, I can say, shifting the contours of the liability and accountability as well. So in a world where AI systems are capable of learning, it is capable of evolving, it is to some extent taking in its fall the traditional doctrine. So can we say that they are working properly, or they are falling short of working in these systems which are capable of learning? For example, if I say that who will be responsible for a self-driving car which has caused an accident? So how do we interpret the consent in data-driven environment, where the user, they are often unaware of what they are agreeing to, Because in simply, if you say that somebody is stopping you and asking you what's your name, what's your age, what's your salary, or where do you live, something like that, so you'll not answer all these things to a stranger. But when you are on online and you are doing something and they ask you so many of the queries, and you just try to complete all these queries because you are not aware as to what are the things to which you are agreeing to. So this is also one of the aspect which we have to discuss in the digital society, because now the percentage of the users of technology is increasing day by day. And once the technology use is increasing, of course, the repercussions and the consequences are also to be met by the persons who are using this in this society. So in that aspect, can we apply the existing laws to work for this AI system, particularly if we talk about the intellectual property laws? So this intellectual property laws, they are also being created by the generative artificial intelligence models. So can we say that our existing law is sufficient to meet these type of the situations? Whose actually property right would be there for that generative AI models? Many of the cases are being pending before the courts in India and abroad as well. So the question remains this, like, and the answer to these type of the questions are not straightforward, because what the judiciary will come up with the decisions, we need to follow all those decisions, but otherwise also they require not only the legal reasoning, but they are also requiring an understanding of the underlying technologies and their societal implications. Because once the AI is progressing, once the modeling system, they are having so many creative activities in that, so for whom they are being used? Because chat gpt, perplexity, crowd, grok, so many, gemini, so there are so many things which are being used by the human being. So do we know that how it has to be used? This is one thing. And more importantly, if we say that these are the demands of the day, so these demands, we need a rethinking of legal education itself, that how can we manage all these things, how we have to use these things, and what should be the limit basically. So when we talk of this legal education and AI or the artificial intelligence, then the question that is to be there is how can we reimagine the legal education in a digital society? So as a faculty member in law schools, we hold a unique responsibility. Responsibility that we are not only the teachers of the black letter law, but we are the mentors who have to shape the minds of the future jurists, who have to shape the minds of the students so that they may work as an advocate, as a judge, as a policy maker, or many of the fields in which they want to go. So this is one of the very important tasks for the law teachers who have joined for this FDP, that they have to mentor, they have to shape the minds of these students. And at the same time, if law must keep pace with the digital transformation in the society, the legal education must also evolve. Because if we say that law is not static, law needs to be changed, law needs to be modified according to the societal changes, the legal education also must evolve. Because law is what which is being taught by the law teachers in the classrooms. So from classroom to the legal clinics, from classroom to the use of the technology, this is all going to be very, very important task for the law teacher to shape their students. And we must begin by integrating this legal education with the law along with the technology. So there should be a blend with computer science and the law. There should be a blend of the technology and ethics with the law. And of course, sociology and data studies, this is also one of the important factor which needs to be brought in the legal education. And for that, we need to also overhaul our curricula, which is being taught in the law schools. And therefore, I could say that our students, they must be equipped not only with the legal reasoning skills, but also with the ability to critically analyze the technological systems as well, and what should be their normative effects. So they must also be told about that. And for that, it is very important that the law teachers, they should be trained in a manner that their teachings may also include this analytical system of the teaching method, or critically teaching these technological systems as well. So it is not to be confined only to the law teachers, but in a class there should be two teachers, one belonging to the law, so that the law teacher may tell what are the related factors relating to a particular problem, and how it is going to affect through technology. And then technology has to be taught to the students accordingly, in a very in a way that their normative effects may come to be known to the students, and they should be able to ask not only just that is this legal, but also is this just. Because when I talk about the generative AI, so many of the authors, many of the publishers, many of the editors in the journals, they say that this much is the original part and this much has been plagiarized, this much is the AI content. So we need to know that whatever is being done, that is legal only, or that is just also. Because the use of any of the technology is for the benefit, but we have to make a limit of the positive and negative aspects of that technology. And we also need to know that by the use of that technology, who is impacted, and what are the long term consequences of the use of that technology. Because these sessions, which are intended, as I have seen the program list, not just to impart the knowledge, but to provoke the discussion and debate, something the academia must embrace more actively in the context of emerging technology. So the legal fraternity that has always played a central role in shaping the democratic societies. So from democratic societies to the digital societies, because in the age of digital era, our role becomes even more critical. And the choices which we make today, how to design the laws, how to frame the policies, how to educate our students, this will have a long lasting implications on the structure of the society and the rights of our future generations. So it is therefore very imperative that law schools become the space not just for legal training, but also for technological foresight. Technological foresight for what? For normative imagination as to what should be done. Because we may ask to ourselves, but rather we must ask to ourselves, what kind of digital society do we want to build? One, there is automation that displaces the human accountability, or the one where technology is governed by the principles of fairness, the principles of equity, the principles of justice, on the basis of which we say that the entire foundation has been built for the rule of law. So the fairness, the equity, the justice, and all the rights, these are very important factors which need to be discussed. And in that way, we can keep that the AI, which is being interfering in our system, in the legal education, that can be taken into a positive manner. Because many of us, we know that there are challenges which have been posed by the AI, we have to rethink for the legal institution to renew our commitment to justice and in the changing world. So this program, which is thought by James to have this FDP on a very, very important and as well as significant topic. So it is not just about acquiring the knowledge, it is about building the capacity. It is about shaping the pedagogy, and it is about fostering the interdisciplinary dialogue, all of which are essential if we are to meet the demands of the present and the future generation as well. So, this faculty development program that brings together the scholars, the experts from multiple disciplines, just to create an environment of learning, an environment of reflection or collaboration as well. So this is very important topic which has been chosen, and I hope that the resource persons, they will delve into various themes that may include many aspects relating to the legal and ethical implications of AI and data driven technologies, then the evolving framework of the cyber law, the framework for the digital rights, even along with the data protection, DPDP Act, and many of the broader consequences of digital society on human rights or on justice and accountability, because these are the very important pillars on which the law stands. So I hope that the resource persons must have chosen by the organizing team who can deliver on these aspects, which are very, very important and related to this artificial intelligence and digital society, on the topic on which you are holding this program. So before I conclude, I would like to extend once again my gratitude to the organizers, and particularly Professor Pallavi, who made this program possible on a very, very relevant issue, and also to the participants. Thank you for investing your time and energy for joining this collaborative learning. And it should not be a participation by the resource by the research scholars or the teachers just to get the certificate, because many of times it is seen that they just participate to get the certificate so that may be used for their further promotion. But this is a topic in which you have to have very, very attentive to learn and to listen the resource persons as to what they are saying, and then to know and to change your method of pedagogy or legal curricula, everything, because your engagement over the coming days will shape not only your own academic work, but the potentiality, the way legal education evolves in your respective institutions. So, with these words, I stop here. Thanks again to the organizing team, Dr. Pallavi. As I'm in a hurry, I have to leave. I'm in Ahmedabad and I have to go to Pune. So, please excuse me for to be very, very fast and speedy in this. I would like to be staying with you, but my time condition is not allowing me. So thank you very much for giving me this opportunity, and all the best for this FDP. Thank you again.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your words of wisdom and for officially inaugurating this FDP. And you have reminded all of us one idiom which I believe everyone has gone through, one idiom, that Gagar mein sagar bharna. So I believe in last 7-8 minutes, I mean, so you have touched all the aspects which are, open, and you have set the, ma'am, in fact, platform for all of us for the discussion and to, enhance our knowledge. You have talked about that in what way we can use the artificial intelligence, how it is going to contribute in the society, the correlation between the artificial intelligence and law. So in last 7 minutes, really it was a very, thought-provoking for all of us. Thank you so much, ma'am, for your inspiring words and for your words of wisdom. And as we have concluded with this address of ma'am, this inaugural session, now I take this opportunity for this vote of thanks as a convener of the FDP. I, Dr. Raju Kumar Tyagi, take this privilege, and I extend my heartfelt gratitude to all our dignitaries and attendees for their valuable address and all the guests, all the dignitaries who have attended our FDP. On behalf of the organizing committee, I also express my sincere thanks to each one of you for your presence and support. So thank you so much, ma'am, once again, for your precious time, for your words of wisdom. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now we will take a short break here, and before we proceed for a short break, next session will begin promptly at 11:05 a.m. But before that, I would like to go for one announcement. That is, please, all the participants are requested to join the WhatsApp group. So once again, I'm requesting you all to join the WhatsApp group, because see, all the information related to the FDP would be shared on WhatsApp group. So please don't miss any information. For that, you are requested to join the WhatsApp group, and we will